na yanhwe dia empanifoni bi ekekan edifa ho kenoforiata enra okatire amafom wokufo dia se monkanche mu FPC ni se omumu ane pasi E-Levy na se sika no yentumi amfanye bibia me mbodu mi accountable mi kenoforiata ni atosumi no se mo amma mu MPC no am form san shase ni ampasi E-Levy a mi kenoforiata mini any option bi ase yebeko IMF afenso aya Steven Amwa Donora Fenstiga ono aye former Maslow boss and oye Nshiaso MP or say we will pass it at the right time or say
a committee member of finance
or your committee member of finance right or say we will pass it at the right time and you can't do anything because we are in power upon Kumanso say we can or say you can go to hell. We are not reducing, even the government is not going to bow or reduce 1.75 E-Levy information minister. But neya this year, enra almost the minority ni someone transi. Abani se sisiano, omu ebetisu 1.5. The bisa kwa jo pon kuma se, se mu kasi mu ntisu na so matisu 1.5 no, uwo credibility ana. Ivan.
Alaska. I think it's E-Levy way a lot of conversation akoso, and it's one thing a lot of people getting involved in the national conversation.
Right. Because
very often Nema akoso you free say parliament in core business. So few people will just assemble at a place and whatever going on in their head, you know, na omudi year juma. But with this particular E-Levy, you know, I think I'm happy about the way the national conversation is going and the fact that we've been able to widen the scope of engagement. Among four bebre are coming on board. They say and yet business for politicians alone. There are several individuals they don't have anything to, they don't want to have anything to do with politics, but E-Levy no or the consequences and the kind of impact our businesses and activities in town. No, people are really getting involved, and I think that it's really good for our democracy. But Alaska, Nema ekoswi nyina adeba kweso huni say what we are lacking in this particular country at this point in time is competent leadership.
Competent leadership. Right.
There is no leadership in place as we speak in this particular country. Yes. Like me say Ghana is on like if I'm saying a plane now you say
like autopilot
mode and there is no leadership in place, and for you to get a picture skill description of a same way I'm making open so who to a new Ghana and Nana Akufo-Addo right now in the last 5 years. Not to a new even ECOWAS I had shared in the last 2 years I ECOWAS chairman. Do you know say in the last 2 years I ECOWAS chairman, you know, Alaska was supervising 3 coup d'etats NLC.
3 coup d'etats NLC.
Yes, because the first time I obey ECOWAS chairman on the September 7th of September 2020. Oba no not a month before na yayeku ewo Mali.
Okay.
So he led the delegation mo call her. Asemro muguso omo kan mu nwe ya omo install interim president na omo no nsi 9 months after and Mali san ya another coup and ye two no. As ECOWAS chairman wa okoho. Then we had another one in Domboya, Guinea. Few days ago Burkina Faso Ebiasi ECOWAS chairman. So if you want to see his competency in terms of being a leader, clearly, and we are now platforms. We are going to sanction you. We are going now. Alaska, ECOWAS, you know, economic powerhouse banner ever. Even trade among member states, you cannot say power banner. We ECOWAS chairman now to sanction Obi. Now, who gives a damn about ECOWAS sanctions? But if you're able to provide proper leadership, be able to steer affairs, I know the day, or personality to certain extent, and all kinds of people will take you serious. But if you're a leader, people look at you. Near my now they don't see anything. And the Abakoso without any regard to be anything in the last 2 years, 2 years we are ECOWAS chairman or down or no. under his nose, no, or I watch 3 coup d'etats akoso. The last one about a week ago, Burkina Faso.
Okay, according to me, we 4. You were Mali, you were Chad.
No, I want to limit it to West Africa.
To West Africa.
Yes,
okay,
because that is why. Because Africa cried, baby.
Right.
But just to cut him some slack, I'm lowering to ECOWAS.
Okay, ECOWAS.
And ECOWAS member, right. Yes. So clearly, when it comes to leadership, Alaska, we have crisis at hand, and by extension, E-Levy government now we had a kind of communication that is accompanying this particular E-Levy. They are not only reckless, but also very, 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 very irresponsible comments. Sir Stephen Amwan minim say baby oyeho MP. Nipa na koto abama na wutie kwan ofa so a okasa. Clearly, Alaska, you could see clearly that this person is not obvious nipa nim. He's not a leader. He's telling you say at this level member of parliament cannot speak like that. And then the lies upon lies. And we no mukoye town hall meeting no mukoye no.
That's right.
What has mesel usuko kai or say Ghana for sorry kasa bebre na. Uko UK ko boy abosia free ho na. Omokra no sa electronic we no omoje 10%.
That's right.
That is a lie. I am sitting here and I'm saying that is a lie because Uko UK see Alaska omo digital tax service we na or see no and routers airport on that is 2%. 2% na no omo charge tech companies because they just want to take advantage of this the booming tech innovative companies in Ebano because among for nema we play and yes who send this car mobile and UK government tax
platforms no cross here abandon there.
Yes, so that is a liar and okojina hokotwa ntro ekeka can send bebre say tax abakrum ha nyina we na on the year beginning no you begin on a lower your first percentage term which is 1.7. It's a lie. Quite recently, even under Mahama, a tax no more buy, and is it one of the taxes now 1%?
That's right.
Even COVID, we are buy back we are 1%. So as a minister of state, you can't just take on a platform and lie. But that is their nature. Very arrogant, very reckless, and so irresponsible in everything that they do. Leadership, so who another level of crisis among them. You look at us, Mensa, he's from Swame, Nukrum, Quine, you know, to but to General Parliament now, Kasa, I said, will be our MP for Miami.
MP for the
Miami, America. So arrogant, so reckless, and so irresponsible. Because I'm telling you, sir, Parliament call recess, you know. A Honan can leadership wo baby. Nkabe who say you take that particular time no just to engage.
That's right.
This time no bill we sanka ya pass here we parliament here adwuma. This time na ya ba no and we used to do town hall win and say for them. Parliament had a long break. There no more here. The church or say chairman was on radio screaming, shouting, insulting, attacking, and that is their kind of leadership. So Alaska clearly, if you see the kind of aggression and the desperation that Akufo-Addo government is pursuing this particular E-Levy now.
But very serious.
No. There is explanation to that.
Okay.
To me, it's not shocking, but reinforcing the sorry state of Ghana woman and the kind of gloomy economic outlook economy because don't forget quite recently, Faith and downgraded Ghana. B-. And that particular ratings, is the worst since the inception of this particular Fourth Republic. It's the worst. Ghana, yankoto from Rolling Stone, basically, yanko B- that. So, Nipa, Baumiaka say, economic management in Dr. Akufo, and this team of incompetent, old, economists, a textbook economy, and fire economy, omo downgrade there, and your back credit worthiness as for Ghana, Alaska, Obi Amaya. So the reason why they are pursuing this E-Levy is say, baby Ghana kwakodu your debt risk and vulnerability are so high to the extent say your carbon since your kwajebosia Obi anu hold this kabema because our ability to refinance our debt, there is no assurance, there is no guarantee. What is American? And to Kobobusia, when I didn't see Kabamau. the Adibamano will charge you at a double interest rate.
That's right.
And then now issue bonda. Obian how about subscribe to because
I'm sorry,
exactly. So they will be buying at a higher rate in Swa. It will go against you. So the government you know who say your penty your home black at the international market. You go your numasia, as I say a car and a many yen. And your carbon since your quadruple yen. And to say there. Lewin Bonyumbi, or so Okotama Maseho, Oko Kumasia Maseho. This is no, Abano, Okamanonia, Yaseho, Oko IMF, Yaseho, Oko World Bank, Yaseho, Yasebe Biazo, they are coming home to Yabese Hanso. That is what they are doing. And I won't say Bianca over the years, now Manonia Kodiskan Uncle Hobium. Because today, financial aspect. Obia, nobody is the financial institution, you know. Obia, no Ghana Koso Kojisika. Obia, ni diamao. Exactly. Then back to the rhetorics that accompany this particular way. Now, finance minister say, oh, Emrant here, no, young Sikrum, young Kokachre, Empinim say, Omonje, we nuntum. Afena Markin say, E-Levy, will turn our lives around.
That's right.
Alaska, these are irresponsible guys. Just we don't know. Sometimes we don't know what actually is their motivation.
You know, E-Levy is Jesus Christ.
Very responsible to the extent that maybe Charles say, Alaska, on Maya, yet has a CIA, ya Bob Bosia over $230 billion.
40.
And 10 year lives around. You're subscribing to Eurobond over $11 billion. And then 10 year lives around. Revenues are banking in the last 5 years, you know, Alaska, and 10 year lives around. Now, we know 2020 electronic transaction all platform remittances and so for a passing through electronic channels Chroma now you 500 billion Ghana cedis. 500 billion Ghana cedis. So it is out of this projection that government I can say there is a tax in the bar. Yebenya 6.9 billion Ghana cedis. Now Alaska 2020 Sika Ayira Okroma aye over 12 billion.
12.9.
Okay, me na me person me comment me ho.
12.8.
E-Levy be ma 6.9 billion o. Alaska 2020 nkwa sika ayira okroma aye 12 point something billion. In the last 5 years from 2017 to 2020, ever how many years? Even less than 5. Sika ayira okroma aye more than $30 billion, 30 billion Ghana cedis.
A lot of money.
Sika ayira onya se bia hwinsi o sika nipa wia yedi
ayasi ebedi echebe hu akromfo no
abedi no aye over 30 billion. And the abana ka kiro say 6.9 billion will turn our lives around. Nipa no nya bibi na ha no. Because Sikabuma yaji yina ntimi antene your lives around. Montimi amfa nkreti adwuma, montimi amfa nya hwe. Revenue so yenya, bosi ayabo, ya sande nema kese ajapadia asisi akam, ya ntimi antene your lives around. Na 7.9 billion. And a bit 10 your lives around that. Clearly you could see say this is irresponsible leadership. They are not even capable of engaging their other colleagues, convincing Ghanaians. They don't even have that particular ability to convince Ghanaians. In a way, say you meet him halfway because these are the challenges I see. So this is what we can do. Even that particular sense to convince Ghanaians, they don't even have it. When they assume the podium and say hunu nampocha and omucha, and these are people who are ruling this country. So clearly, so what the party something in China you could see that these are individuals. They are different breed of individuals. Maybe they are living in their own world. Because Alaska, the picture they say Ghana economy is sinking. And you don't need to be an economist to know this. Say, and any ratings be able because in the medium term, no, our financing capabilities, no, she knew then so Busiana ya bossa and yet or mind senke. So the government is really aware. They are privy to this fact. And until now, pursue this particular E-Levy with such an aggression. Said the alien can be busy. That is what they are doing. And they are doing everything within their powers, intimidating the speaker today, insulting people, doing this, doing lectures, doing this, all in a bid to raise 6.9 billion. Abra, 1 year. nipa we are over 12 billion in the last 2017 to 2020 over 30 billion ayera okroma yenya ya adwen say ye kwa kopeo because nipa no mo ka kira aban say yenkwaje E-Levy no they are the very people mo we say sika no
they are very people say sika no wo mo
exactly they are the very people mo we say sika no and you see a certain spirited effort on the part of the president say okay fine Nema say na asi e dey na meye se be ye betimi asi ano because yetimi e block corruption kwampa we don't need E-Levy bosia bebra yekobo no kaye nkonkobo ban no is so compromised to the sense that nipa no mo bokro no at the various strategic positions no his family members aban am nipa wia na ye yiwadi no kwotena fie the enyi na dini so aban na be defend no so corruption na ababa ye obi be say social intervention and amanfo wia with a certain expertise president will support you. There is no action on the part of the government. And they say, yeah, the certain punitive consequences and also sanctions be, but I bet the time I'm for saying real minor. But consistently, no, Ghana Nina only a Juma, Ghana Nina just abandoning to me create Juma, and now no, me not one I may let the Bible and say, Napco for no, yeah, you modi.
That's right.
I'm telling you, the people who are ruling us are jokers. Do you know why? Samra, your friend is saying, nipa na ya form mo ye 100,000 from napco for good say aban the letter ba say o mata amaso mo nkofie na bo
that's right
e ba ya ye kan ye na aban say o mo san mra back ya form adwuma
that's right
3 days ago letter in circulation say ya pam mo nkofie na wo ye adwuma na say obi o napco ha pam no man nko that is the letter because aban ayo modi the same person told us in the budget say ya for nipa 33,000 o mo ye adwuma o napco I told you that it was a lie
67,000.
So you see, these are people who are toying at the corridors of power. They are not only toying with power, but they are toying with the future and the economic prospect of this particular country, as well as the future of everybody.
Okay,
devoid of the politics.
I'm not cutting short, but you're making your points, you know. Mami ma we na
no problem.
One say Osha Obianko president ni Facebook. Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo ni Facebook 26 January. It was on Wednesday. Nanado on E-Levy. Nanado tweeted on Wednesday, 26 January, that the proposal will, among other things, reduce Ghana's dependence on debt. The E-Levy will provide government with revenue to build more roads, provide more jobs and opportunities for the youth, and reduce our dependence on debt, the president said on the social media.
You see, like, with all due respect, I think that he's not serious. That's why I'm saying that. Unfortunately, our president is living in a different world. He's having a certain twisted reality and our team. So, Nyama ordinary Ghanaian ehuno, he doesn't see. And economic expert when in that form no everybody be no will forecast the economic prospect even short, medium and long term no and very bleak because there is nothing because sikana mo kan wasem no alaska say sikana ye kan wasem no nyina and the yearly basis in 2022 way aban see ebenya o the coin dollars abenya over 1.1 billion dollars.
That's right.
But sika ye wi okroma nya sika ketwa and usika yaje nipa na ono abobosia over 230 billion Ghana cedis no ubisa na say de na waya waka baumi waka cho obebo tai awia kete no ojina zongo baby catch say yasi toilet. The Minister of Health appeared before Parliament and he was asked district hospital by Mosi Alaska. He couldn't even mention one. He was cheap compound.
Within 4 years.
4 years and what Bobo said over 300 230 no or say cheap compound or Mosi. And him was a chance there way. Alaska.
Okay, my yenti no. Now for about 3 point. What of about there yenti.
In charge of the sector for the last 4 years. Can you indicate to the committee where in this country that your ministry started and completed the construction of one district hospital in the last 4 years?
Honorable Chair, I had challenges in the ministry initially. If you look at projects that have been started and left before I joined that ministry, it was very difficult for me to go fight for new money for new facilities when some had been abandoned and some had not been completed. So my strategy, as I showed the previous appointments committee when I came for meeting, was to try to complete the ones that have not been completed. So the first 2 or 3 years, my focus was in that area.
Do you mean that in the last 4 years, you did not build one district hospital? Is that the meaning?
We did several chief compounds and health centers.
I think I was specific. Is that the meaning?
We did several chief compounds and health centers.
Is that the meaning?
We did several chief compounds and health centers.
It's okay.
I think I was specific.
So Alaska, that is the point that I'm making. And these were people who, proud to their community, were so voice-furious. Brandon John Mahama's administration said, "Oh, you're incompetent. Who be that?" When the person was building not even your friends at district hospitals or major hospitals, Legon Hospital, no car, hostel, me house, maybe I am one, maybe I am a chili and a nacy. So I saw that particular way. Called a regional there. These are major facilities. But me standing the test of time. Such person, the same people branded him very incompetent. Now and then. What Babusia way in na you bisa said na what ya also was chief company. Just clearly no, I think that we need to be asking themselves, ya dear Ben Omudi Sikaye, because Alaska say ya transna ya who say yam nyame na aye dream ne kwetase ne krono asa ankrofo we yabo omfom hu dia. I'm telling you, sir, God will never forgive us. These individuals way a time will come. We must hold each of them accountable. Say omu kura omu funu kura no yan kofa medi omasem na say prison and ye de omu funu kura bakwa. We should lock them up, right? Because we cannot sit here and watch them destroy the future of many just to satisfy certain individual parochial and selfish interests or in the name of politics. Na yet here and all this great harm amoye etia ye supposedly school. In the face of all this nonsense that is ensuing, you know, you have people going on TV, on radio, and they are defending. Man, I have no problem with the Nakufuado, but I'm calling on him, say, unprove to us. And I dare nobody to mention free SHS. Because free SHS, the last time the minister appeared before Parliament, you know, the amount he mentioned was somewhere around 6.9 or 7.4 billion Ghana cedis. So we are talking about a whooping 230 plus revenues plus your friends are bonding as for near media come. So no sound-minded person and a free SHS because it comes nowhere close to the amount of money. Right. And Omakache said district hospital Komunyensi. So the question we should be asking is Sikadudu and our hefa E-Levy no more pay. We need to deal with these people in the future. Right,
24 minutes to 4 p.m. So like on your radio, that was Ivan Che Innocent. Now, you better young brother, you ba, my main way nothing mover. Whoa, sir, what is going on? Now, okay, about aggressive. How aggressive are presidents and I say, or minor, I yet, say at all costs, you better pass this E-Levy. I tell you, say, as Omama and B man yourself. Account be a new one no man. Just also green and yellow bit me the account. So now what they intend doing is say me I don't say yes E-Levy win bar. You bet me at quantify. It is a one about what your account just account where you bet me the agilo.
And that is what they are doing.
So that is why they are
it's not about the money. It is about the fund that you bet me creating. Because the projector say from now to 2023 now they will be getting over 26 billion Ghana cedis. So one more appear before say about GBB. And I want to say yes, I will say Musa Benetica. And that's what they are doing.
And we are not penny be power, you're very close. I say, or also he belongs to the government. And I say, or catch a minority for some moment penny. Reading they say, able to me about Mukra say, the Oka cannot hear the chief. With you or more Muhunukran, but to me was Sessica at the Hawkers ye. But no mama create account no or mind bushi and Sessica.
Now that is what they are doing. Now we have Samra we buy electricity company or Kokofa buy. That's what they did. These people, Alaska say they have criminal tendencies. So at that time, no rob or more of any trust. You can never trust them because these are people they are quest for money, no. is insatiable. They can never be satisfied. Obeti me real from an apokosi anwumre. Adechi obesi be real. Osan hu be obesi be real. And that is what they are doing. Omo real in the entire 4 years and they are still omo real nanga akokora for so the sika eden. But this in kokora for mo num ye omo de. Omo real minor born.
Because only sika kra ye ngi ye kra no. Ye creative company ya located 242 million Ghana cedis said did you say sika we ni e be ma crowd to the sense ya ti say crap ya man na movie so Marubi fatwa so na me nko commercial
wow E-Levy sense my ko e bia me ka ho unu say man pani John Dramani Mahama tamana oil back room ha no or the piak buy so the piak no be check revenue lapses e wo krom ha